Well, we saw it earlier, Gallagher Way, an absolute hive of activity, and for good reason. The Savannah Bananas, they are indeed in town at Wrigley Field. And this man, Biko Skalla, he's the play-by-play guy for the Bananas. And Biko, thanks for taking time out, stopping by, but being able to check off yet another historic venue as the play-by-play man for the Bananas, what's it like?
It's a dream come true,
yeah.
Obviously, right? Like, diehard baseball fan my whole life. So Wrigley Field, second oldest ballpark, as iconic as it comes. The Ivy, the city, little peak of Lake Michigan off in the distance. This is so cool.
Okay, and to see the guys go from one stadium to another. There's played some big venues, you know, some football stadiums. You checked off the list as well. What's it like in comparison?
I like the baseball stadiums a lot more. Now, the football stadiums are so cool to see. Like, we're coming straight from Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. So, you know, it's awesome getting 70,000 people there, and it's unique. You've got like 190 feet down the left field line with a 50-foot net.
Short porch.
It's a spectacle, right? But as a diehard baseball guy, I'd much prefer to be in Wrigley Field, Yankee Stadium, Fenway Park. You know, the football stadiums are super cool, but this is my bread and butter. Okay, 2018 graduate of Syracuse University. We know the Newhouse School of Journalism. It's a coveted one. Did you ever think that you would take that non-traditional route? Not at all. I mean, I've always been a little bit of a goofball, so I always wanted to be myself on the air and make sure that I was adding humor to the broadcast, and then I just happened to stumble into the perfect gig with the Bananas, which is the perfect combination of comedy and baseball, so I got pretty lucky. Okay, 2020, you've been with the Bananas since then. How has everything evolved? We've certainly seen some changes. Well, yeah, 2021 was the first time we ever took this thing on the road. That was to Hank Aaron Stadium in Mobile, Alabama, 3,500 people a night, and that was a smashing success for us. I mean, we thought we had done it all at that point. And then just 7 cities in 2022, and then we closed down the summer college baseball team, and we went full in on Banana Ball in 2023. So we did 33 cities, all minor league parks, and that was a really cool experiment. It worked out. Then we got 6 MLB parks in 2024, and all of a sudden now it's the football stadiums. And Wrigley Field is our 21st big league stadium, which is mind-boggling. That's if you count Sutter Health Park in Sacramento. So in 2021, give or take, with whatever the A's are doing. But yeah, it's a dream come true. An
absolute explosion, no doubt about it, when it comes to Banana Ball. Now, for those who have never seen one of the ball games, what can fans expect to see?
Well, it's baseball by birth is what we say. And you have to be a phenomenally talented baseball player to be playing Banana Ball. So we've got tons of guys throwing low, mid-90s. I mean, it's a competition at its heart. It's just the whole goal of this is to spread joy and entertain. So that's why you're seeing backflip catches and behind-the-back catches and all of the shenanigans that come with it. But it's very fast-paced. It's baseball with a 2-hour time limit and a lot of silliness.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to ask. I've seen some guys make backflip catches and they throw their glove off, and in the middle of the flip, they make the snag. How does that translate? Because we don't ever see guys make plays like that in the show.
It was all for the love of the game and for the show, as we would say, up until this year. And then we instituted the equalizer point. So if you get a trick play for the away team, if you have more trick plays than the home team going into the final inning, you get a point that the home team does not have access to. And the way you win Banana Ball is having more points than the opponent. You win an inning, you get a point. In the final inning, every run scored counts as a point. It can be a lot coming into it, but once you sit and watch 10 minutes, it all makes a lot more sense.
How about some of the more unorthodox rules? Because we know that if a ball goes up in the stands and a fan catches it, you let everybody know.
That's my favorite rule. I think it's objectively the best rule in Banana Ball, that a foul ball caught cleanly by the fans isn't out. I mean, this whole thing, it's called Fans First Entertainment. That's our company that runs all of Banana Ball, all of our teams. So putting the fans first is always our #1 goal. It's our North Star. And the fact that you come to a game and you can actually affect the game is as cool as it gets. And we've seen fans end games with foul ball catches in the stands, which is as cool as it gets.
No, that's what I want to know. Can you make a play, make the catch, and then can the fan double up a runner, say they're getting too far off the bag?
No, it's a dead ball. As soon as it's into the stands, you can get the out, but everybody's got to stay in place.
Okay. Now, if you were to come to Wrigley Field and see a Banana Ball game, is there any one thing that a fan would need to know in particular? Is there anything they need to bring? Should they just make sure they bring themselves?
Bring yourself. That's #1. Bring a glove is always a good idea if you want to increase your chances of making it out, right? And then get there early, because our gates open 2.5 hours before first pitch for these big league parks and football stadiums, and even an hour and a half before that. So like we got 7 p.m. first pitch in Wrigley tonight. The entertainment and the shenanigans outside the stadium in what we call the Party Plaza is rip-roaring by 3 p.m. And that's an hour and a half of entertainment before the gates even open. And then there's a party afterwards as well. Okay. So make sure that you've got lots of liquids, you're fully juiced up, you get a good night's rest beforehand, because you can have a full day here.
Okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday versus the Firefighters. What should we know about that squad? Everyone seems to know a whole bunch about the Bananas right now.
So the Firefighters are the third team we added to Banana Ball. Yeah. We have 6 now. So it was the Bananas and Party Animals just bashing their heads against each other for years. And then the Firefighters took the scene in 2024. They struggled strategically. I mean, their records were not good in 2024 or 2025. This year, they come into Wrigley Field 16-22. So across 38 games right now, they're 3 games out of a playoff spot. Against the Bananas, though, they've played them well. 3 wins, 3 losses against the Nanners. Although if you dig into the numbers, the Bananas have kind of dominated and had some tough losses. So anyhow, some great pitching on the Firefighters caliber-wise. They just haven't been able to put it together this year. But a lot of former minor leaguers, and they can hit the ball well, too.
Okay, we saw Gallagher Way, a bunch of the players from the Bananas out there signing autographs. Is there any players specifically that fans should keep an eye or eyes peeled for? Maybe we should say that.
Good,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the social media superstars are Jackson Olsen, Robert Anthony Cruz, and Kyle Jackson. Okay. I mean, those are the biggest names in the sport. But if you want to look at just a gritty baseball player, the Bananas designated hitter, Dan Oberst, is top 5 in the sport right now in batting average, home runs, stolen bases, OPS. Like, if you want to... I'm a baseball guy, so I dig into the numbers. Okay. He's a really fun guy to watch. This is his 8th year here, which, besides Bill Leroy and Kyle Lewigs, is as tenured a player as we have in the sport. Okay, for any of the youngsters out there that are watching and they're saying to themselves, hey, maybe I would like to be a broadcaster for the Savannah Bananas once upon a time, what would you tell them out there? Well, I mean, it's all about reps. It's just like broadcasting any sport in the world. The more you talk on camera or off camera, like literally just go to any sporting event, you're playing a video game at home, you're watching on home, mute the TV,
absolutely.
Talk. Like, you're gonna get better. So it starts with that, and then just be yourself on air and be able to make a fool of yourself from time to time. Okay, well, I don't think you're going to make a fool of yourself anytime soon. Biko Skalla, the play-by-play man for the Savannah Bananas and the Firefighters. They'll be holding it down Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Wrigley Field. You won't want to miss it. Biko, thanks for the time. Appreciate you. Thanks for having me. Absolutely.